I have the honor this year to welcome Chairman Delary to give the State of the County address. And I have a great bio all about the things that he's done, and he told me not to talk about it. So, because the chairman asked me to, here's Bob.
For the first time in my career, someone actually listened to me what I wanted to be said about my bio. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Rebecca. I mean, it's truly amazing to be here in front of you all. And thank you, Seminole County Chamber and its sponsors for producing this event. These one-of-a-kind partnerships truly allow us to come together and support each other, despite the challenges that we've had these past 2 years facing the pandemic. Those challenges have not and will not define Seminole County. With the partnerships Seminole County has at all levels, we continue to align our resources and our strengths and move forward together. Thank you. The resiliency of our residents and our businesses stem from our leaders. In Tallahassee, Senator Jason Broder, with Representative Joy Goff-Marcil, David Smith, Scott Plankin speaks on behalf of our wonderful county. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank Representative Plankin, whose final term will end this year, for his leadership in District 29 over the last 8 years. Scott, I didn't see you earlier, but thank you. Locally, our constitutional officers understand the importance of working together. Sheriff Dennis LEMMA leads the Seminole County Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Office is supported from partners like Advent Health, the Florida Department of Health, and the county is combating the ongoing opioid epidemic. And early signs are indicating the strategy is working. Overdoses and overdose deaths are down in the unincorporated part of Seminole County. The county is proud to have made a $9 million investment in this program to strengthen mental health in our community. I, for one, believe that's probably one of the most important things we've done. Thank you, Sheriff. David Johnson serves as our property appraiser for the past 14 years. Recently, his office began a street-level imaging project for properties countywide. This tool improves data accuracy and streamlines emergency dispatch. David, I saw you here somewhere. Thank you. The Clerk of the Court, Comptroller Grant Malloy, continues to champion for technology innovation and outstanding customer service. His office leads the state in creative new electronic paperless systems to better manage 3 million papers of documents we receive each year. Grant, please stand up. Thank you. Chris Anderson leads our Supervisor of Elections office. He and his staff will ensure the integrity of our vote for upcoming 2 elections this year. Chris, thank you. Our tax collector, your tax collector, J.R. KROLL, has improved his office operation with the purchase of a new building, which will eliminate the unnecessary leases and saving over $340,000 taxpayers' dollars each year. J.R., stand up. And thank you. And for a newcomer, that's pretty damn good. Thank you, J.R. Seminole County Public Schools continue to outperform other districts in several areas, including graduation rates, which is the highest in Florida large counties. This is in part to our educators and their leadership teams, including our school board team. Chair Amy Pennock, board member Karen Allman, Tina Calderon, Christine Krause, Abby Sanchez, and Superintendent Sarita Beeman. Please stand up. Let's not forget the leaders of our 7 great cities: Altamont Springs, Castleberry, Lake Mary, Longwood, Oviedo, Sanford, and Winter Springs. These municipalities work in tandem with our county to tie our businesses and our communities together. Please stand up, cities. Thank you. On behalf of my fellow commissioners, I am honored to stand before you to present the state of the county. I'd like to introduce my colleagues, whom all bring a unique skill set to our table. Let's see this video. Normally when I make this, it tastes a lot more oomph. I need some help.
I have the solution right here.
Just like my mom taught me.
You know I always got a pot of sauce going.
Maybe we need to call someone else.
The wabbit, kill the wabbit.
Hello. I don't do much cooking, but the good thing you got a country bull in this county commission to help feed y'all. We're going to harvest a deer for you right from Geneva.
I'll bring in the big guns. My mother and I are sitting here making wedding soup and brajol. So we'll be bringing that, and you know she's a much better cook than I am.
I can bring some herbs and some tomatoes. Do you want some vegetables too? All right, come on, girls, let's go. Come on, we gotta go. Come on, we're gonna be late.
Commissioners, I'm so glad we're able to come together as one for our community and for Seminole County. Phone with you.
Hey, where's our invitation?
Buongiorno, Senator. Come sta? Eh bien? No, wrong script. All kidding aside, I think it's important that we have a little bit of humor sometimes, and I just wish they would probably do that up in Washington, but that's a whole nother speech. With over 90 years of combined service of more than serving more than 470,000 residents and 24,000 businesses, it is truly a privilege to represent one of the best counties in arguably the nation, and also the state of Florida. Lee Constantine, Andrea Herr, Amy Lockhart, Jay Zimbauer. Commissioners, please stand and be recognized. My colleagues and I have identified a list of key strategic priorities. These critical projects have one vision, truly one vision. These actionable programs align with the county's overall objectives to serve and strengthen our community, your community. We're working to develop a community land-driven land use plan. Work is underway to ensure our stakeholders are represented in this process. We're looking at better ways to create and sustain affordable and workforce housing. We're putting literally pencil to paper to improve the governance over the general fund reserves and capital improvement plans. We're developing a comprehensive plan for water management that ties directly into the state's One Water Plan. We're making community health a priority, particularly mental health. We are already implementing a plan to consolidate the county's services into one campus. In fact, last month, we broke ground on the James E.C. Perry Courthouse Annex. We are evaluating broadband access and looking at ways to improve technology throughout our community. We're streamlining the county's website. All of this while making sure that we are leveraging the partnership in a productive and meaningful ways and investing in our staff, our greatest asset. Thank you, staff. While this vision lays out lofty goals, we are tackling them head-on and taking action to bring this vision to reality. This afternoon, I'm going to show you exactly how, starting with community health. As a part of the Commission's key strategic priority, Seminole County's Fire Department and its partners have launched a community paramedicine program. This initiative is an integrative approach to care, allowing paramedics to assist with public health, primary health care, and preventative services for the underserved population in our county. Ultimately, this program will improve healthcare access and decrease the dependency of emergency rooms in non-emergency situations. In addition to launching this new program, Seminole County's Fire Department recently made a major announcement. You got to watch this, folks.
Seminole County Fire Department is officially ISO 1 rated.
It's trucks, it's people, it's water supplies, it's response times, it's comm centers, it's GIS layers and hydrants. There's all kinds of different aspects to it, but it very much puts us in the top tier within the country.
The Insurance Services Office, or ISO, evaluates more than 45,000 fire departments across the nation.
2304, ready for water.
ISO Class 1 rating makes Seminole County one of only 10 counties nationwide with this esteemed distinction, the third county in the state of Florida.
The best rating a fire department get, and there's a very few county fire departments in the nation that have the ISO Class 1 rating. So yeah, it's a huge source of pride for me. I know it's a big source of pride for the people in the field, and it's great to come to work knowing that the citizens and the county has given us the support we need.
The ISO determination is based upon many different aspects of a department, from equipment to training, staffing, facilities, and water sources. The newly earned rating, a collaborative effort and a huge deal for a county that is home to over 470,000 individuals.
As our community grows and as our population increases, so will the need to maintain our services at that ISO Class 1 level. So we'll have to make sure that we are purchasing the apparatus we need. We're opening the fire stations that are going to need to be opened. And most importantly, we're going to maintain the training regiment that has been put in place by becoming the ISO Class 1.
The citizens of Seminole County should be very proud of their fire department, their Board of County Commissioners, and everyone involved in achieving this rating. It really exemplifies what a great fire department that we have in Seminole County.
ISO 1 rating became effective February 1st. If you're a commercial or residential property owner, you're probably asking yourself, what does this mean for you? There's a strong likelihood that you'll save on property insurance. Folks, we have a platinum standard for public safety in this county. As Seminole County is the only county in the nation, let me repeat that, the only one in the nation to have an ISO rating Class 1 and CAS certification. That's through the Commission on Accreditation of Ambulance Service, the only one in the nation. That's something to be proud of. Thank you, firefighters. Today we're joined by Matt Kinley, the current interim fire chief, and Otto Droz, the former Seminole County fire chief. Chiefs, please stand up. In addition to these gentlemen, we also want to thank our former fire chiefs, Kaiser, Shank, Mims, Oaks, for their leadership in leading the charge to earn this designation. Thank you, chiefs. Despite taking this is a world-class department, and it takes leadership and support from all the women and firefighters of Seminole County. Thank you. We are so proud of them. They do a phenomenal job that thanks do not go far enough. Later this year, the county will celebrate the groundbreaking of its 21st station, Station 39, located on the west side of the county. This location comes on the heels of the completion of Fire Station 11. It's a partnership between the county and Altamont Springs. Thank you, Altamont. We look forward to the opening of Station 11 later this year. In the last decade, Seminole County has grown by 14%, demonstrating the need for more stations and more firefighters. Last year, Seminole County earned a $7.3 million grant from FEMA. The grant funds 100% of the department's personnel expenses associated with hiring these 30 full-time firefighters over a period of 3 years. As a result, last month, Seminole County Fire Department graduated its largest class in history. Thank you, Chiefs. When we talk about community health and public health, you can't do that without mentioning our staff and our partners that have continued to combat COVID. Seminole County's Office of Emergency Management and the Florida Department of Health in Seminole and several key community organizations have worked as one to ensure accessibility to vaccines and testings. Seminole County was the first county in Florida to provide vaccines to the public, the first county in the entire state. Since December of 2020, more than 237,000 vaccines have been administered by this county and its partners. In addition to the semi-permanent vaccine site that you may have seen or visited at the Oviedo Mall, the county and its partners hosted more than 250 mobile vaccine clinics. Seminole State College hosted several of these events, as well as a COVID testing site. I'd like to thank Seminole State for their continued support and partnership. Dr. George Lorenz, would you and your team please stand to be recognized? Doctor. Seminole County was also the first to open a government-sponsored antibody infusion center, the first. It's a true partnership between True Health, and it opened its site in April of 2021. When you think about COVID-19 response efforts, we think about three household names here in Seminole County: Donna Walsh, Dr. Todd Husty, and Alan Harris. We have the honor to have them as part of our county's team, particularly when this was supposed to be a marathon, when we all thought it would have been a sprint. The Division of Emergency Management Director, Kevin Guthrie, as stated, our team is truly the best of the best, so thank you, team. That being said, there are some county folks that may not come to mind when it comes to response efforts. Those behind-the-scenes staff that ensures residents receive the rent, the mortgage, utility assistance that they need.
It has absolutely been a journey every single day.
That's quite a bit. Yep.
It takes an immense amount of teamwork. I have a phenomenal team that has worked so hard. All through COVID, we've been here working.
Carrie Longsworth and the Community Assistance Team instrumental in distributing millions of dollars into the community to aid those affected by the pandemic. Individuals like Andrea Cook, who pre-COVID had a steady, well-paying job in sales for national food and beverage accounts.
Our company, basically within a week or two of COVID coming out, our sales dropped about 60%.
Losing her job, the single mother of three was in a position she had never been in before. And in need of help, she applied and was approved for funding through the Seminole County Emergency Mortgage Assistance Program.
I've always been so independent. So being able to accept that has been hard for me. But at the same time, if it wasn't for, these random act of kindness programs like Seminole County's offering with assistance with mortgages, utilities, and power, I would have lost our home a long time ago. I can't thank Seminole County's program enough. It really has saved my family.
Andrea and her family just one of the many whose lives were changed by the dedicated work of the community services team.
Everyone here really does have a passion for what they do. You can't really work in social services if you don't have that, deep desire to help people, to change the community. It can definitely be taxing and draining, but when you find out that you've actually made a real change in someone's life or saved them from losing their home or becoming homeless, then it all becomes worth it in the end.
If videos like that doesn't get you, I don't know what would. Following successful allocation of more than $20 million in individual assistance through the Seminole Cares program, Seminole County was, again, the first in Central Florida to launch the Emergency Rent Assistance Program and remains in the top 10 in Florida for getting payments and dollars back to the community quickly. At the end of last year, more than $10 million in emergency rent mortgage grants were given to over 1,700 qualified residents. Last year, we received $91 million through the American Rescue Plan Act. This began the largest financial aid program in our county's history. Our community services team continued to run programs beyond their daily scope. How, I don't know, with limited resources. In a typical year, the Community Services team granted $450,000 in individual assistance. Since October 2020, more than $32 million have been given to county residents impacted by COVID-19. That's over a 7,000% increase. 7,000% increase. Think about that for 1 second. Imagine your workload when you go back to the office increases that much that quickly. Wow. Allison Thal, our Community Services Director, Carrie Longsworth, our Community Manager, Assistant Manager, and their team have dedicated the past year and a half to ensure our residents like Ms. Cook, who you just heard from, does not face homelessness. What they have done of all of this while putting together a preliminary plan for affordable workforce housing that you can also find on our website. Allison, Carrie, please stand to be recognized for your outstanding community services and work. When I tell you these folks are true rock stars, I mean true rock stars hitting it out of the park. Can we give them another round of applause, please? I know you're smiling, but you deserve much, much more. From the road to recovery to the road that you drive the most, 2 major regional projects are near completion. The Florida Department of Transportation and the county is working in tandem to improve projects that we've done over the past years for the WEKIVA Parkway, maintaining to ensure to protect the environment around this 25-mile project. Work began in October 2017. Motorists are expected to utilize the final piece of the Central Florida Beltway as early as next spring of 2023. The I-4 Ultimate Project, another major undertaking between FDOT, Seminole County, and our cities. Our first responders are working with Highway Patrol, FDOT, in practicing emergency response before the managed lanes of I-4 Express open this weekend. Our counties continue to improve conditions for motorists and pedestrians, which is paid for by our 1-cent sales tax infrastructure.
Last year, thanks to the penny, 41 bridge projects were initiated. Lake Howell Lane, Howell Creek Bridge, Northwestern Avenue Bridge over the Little WEKIVA, Dodd Road Bridge, and many others. The project forecast exceeded by 17 bridge projects, all while remaining under budget. When it comes to sidewalks, nearly 65,000 linear feet of sidewalk laid, an 86% increase over the previous year, giving pedestrians safer surfaces. In total, 69 construction projects started, 30 completed, from bridges to sidewalks, widened traffic lanes, culverts, and so much more. A penny sign, the final detail to complete a penny project.
Folks, simply put, This one penny has transformed our county infrastructure without putting the burden solely on property owners. Florida Department of Revenue estimates that 20% of this penny has been generated by folks outside our county, riding on our roads. When voters approved the penny sales tax for the third time back in 2014, it was estimated to raise $36 million annually for this county. Last year, even after the penny sales tax revenue declined by 4%, that's compared to 2019 trends, this penny still provided significant amount of non-ad valorem funding to our county budget. This penny. The county anticipates sales tax revenue to fully rebound. We also anticipate tourism tax to make a full recovery. This is important thanks to the efforts of our sports tourism team, who, last October, entered into a preferred use agreement with Perfect Game, the #1 elite youth baseball, softball organization. This performance-based agreement is a 5-year game changer for us. It delivers a much-needed boost to our local tourism as it comes back. Preferred Game will host up to 30 large tournaments, events each year, which could generate more than $25 million annually in economic impact to Seminole County businesses, you all.
It's about bringing the right groups in that are bringing in a significant amount of visitors to the destination.
Perfect Game, a perfect partner for Seminole County and the Boomba Sports Complex. Approximately 85,000 visitors in 2021 and hundreds of games played.
I always said when we built this facility in May 2016, this facility really helped put Seminole County on the map in terms of one of the best youth sports destinations in the country.
To be able to run a facility like Boomba for a quality organization like Perfect Game, it takes a true team effort. Their turnover for fields on tournament weekend, intense.
We take a tremendous amount of pride and effort to make these fields look the way they are for practices and tournaments every single week.
State-of-the-art equipment, mowing, raking, leveling, and painting the fields several times a day on any given weekend.
We purchased 2 GPS painters just to do baseball for Perfect Game.
But the investment made into sports tourism paying off tenfold.
Weekend business, when these teams are staying in our hotels and going to the restaurants and visiting the Seminole County attractions, you know, all of those things really is what makes up the economic impact and shows the true value of these events.
Our team is truly amazing. And one more thing, our facilities hosted a record-setting 104 events last year, keeping our parks and our facilities busy, and I mean busy. Event organizers have come to know our leisure services facilities as being some of the best venues, and our citizens benefit from as well, from top-notch parks. The board added 2 unique facilities to our recreational portfolio last year, WEKIVA Golf Club and the former Deer Run Country Club. WEKIVA is one of 9 remaining courses in our county and will continue to operate as a golf course. I get that question more times than you can imagine. Like Rolling Hills, Deer Run will be converted to a passive park, while the former clubhouse will become a meeting space and event center, accessible to all the residents countywide. Creative, forward-thinking acquisitions such as these not only preserve green space, but also our property values. One of the other ways we ensure Florida's natural choice remains green and clean is through our holistic water policy. Last year, the board identified the need for a countywide comprehensive plan for water, making it a key strategic priority. This plan models the state program while integrating approach to conservation. The county water policy will provide communities with long-term benefits to the environment, the economy, and to you, the residents. As part of this holistic approach, last year the board adopted a shoreline protection ordinance. This ordinance will keep our natural lakes in unincorporated Seminole County healthy by regulating the removal of shoreline vegetation. Keeping these types of plants in place is vital to protecting and preventing erosion while improving water quality. Recycling water keeps more water in our lakes, in our rivers, and our springs, resulting in better conditions for our plants and our wildlife that truly depend upon them. In addition to our shoreline protection ordinance, plans are in motion, including septic to sewer pilot projects, stormwater harvesting, and removing that toxic, ugly green algae from Lake Jessup. Together with local, state, and federal partners, we are also planning the restoration and maintaining projects for the Little WEKIVA River. One of our water supplies isn't endless, so there's truly no time to waste. We need this. One by one, we're taking proactive steps towards a better tomorrow. Because we're working together, we have a lot to be able to do. We're processing a higher number of plannings and development applications in a single year, having the lowest unemployment rate in the region, paired with the highest annual income in Seminole County history, and so much more. All this with one of the lowest millage rates in the region. It's not by chance, though. It comes because where collective challenges become successes, when we, the people, not only in this room, come together with one goal in mind, to uphold the standard of living and making us Florida's natural choice, Seminole County. Thank you again, and thank you to the Chamber and sponsors, and thank you for attending today's event. We appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great afternoon, and God bless you all.
Okay. Yo, we gotta pull this together.
Come on, we gotta go. Come on, we're gonna be late.
Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. Hello?
This hat is overkill. Let's just get rid of it.
Boom.
Oh, for heaven's sake, don't let Jay touch it.
Now don't worry, y'all are safe. There's no live ammo on this set.
Just in case, I don't want to take any chances. You're gonna stay here.
For heaven's sakes, we probably need this.
Hey, I recently saw you on TV.
Yeah, the Greenberg thing. It was American Greed. I had a real small part.
Yeah, it was like a fish fry, you know, quick flash in the pan.
Wait a second. Isn't that the 5 commissioners over there?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, their therapist told them that if they would eat together, it might help the bonding thing and maybe their behavior will improve.
What do you say we go to Cheddar's?
Yeah, they make great adult beverages.
Thank you, Seminole County, for another amazing State of the County update. Please don't forget your annual reports that were on your seats as you leave today. Thank you again to Fairwinds, Advent Health, Duke Energy, Highland, Verizon, Seminole State College, Orlando Health, AT&T, and Florida Blue for sponsoring today. Thank you again to the staff of the Seminole County, the Commission, the Fire Department, and the Sheriff's Office for your help in this program today. And thank you to CCI Group for providing translation in American Sign Language, Spanish, and Portuguese. We appreciate your partnership. On behalf of the Seminole County Chamber team, have a wonderful Seminole County Day.